Hi there, and welcome back to Speak English with Christina, where you'll learn American culture and business know-how to become confident in English. We're coming up close to the end of our successful small talk registrations. So today I want to take some time to answer clearly the questions that I've received from students about the course. Now, before we start, if you want to activate the subtitles for this video, just click on that little CC icon down at the bottom. So, over the past 2 weeks, I've gotten some questions from students about, different aspects of the course. So I wanted to go through each one and address the questions clearly for you. The questions that we'll cover in this video are, when are the lessons and is the learning flexible? I've never tried an online course before. Does it really work? That is an important question, of course. Is there speaking practice in this course? A lot of students are interested in speaking practice. What level is the course for? How do I know if I have the right level? How much time do I need for the course because I'm busy? We know that's just an excuse, but we'll look at concretely how much time you need. What kind of people join this course? Very interesting question. What kind of students take this course? How much is the course? Price is an important factor. What's the difference compared to your free lessons? We'll see there's a lot of differences. I don't have a card in euros, so how do I join the course? It's very easy, I promise. What do I get when I join? When is the last day to join? And, I'm sure that you'll be happy with the course, but if, for some reason you're not, what happens if you're not happy after you join? So let's go ahead and jump right in. So, when are the lessons and is it flexible? Yes, this course is totally flexible because there's no fixed time for the lessons in the Essentials Pack online course. You connect to the site, you connect to the course, you do each lesson when you have time and you have access for life. So you can connect anytime, next week, next month, next year, and, 5 years. You will continue to have access to this course. And you don't have to worry about not being available for the lessons because, like I said, it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you do the lessons when you are available. Now, does this course really work? This is a fantastic question because before you join a program, you spend your money, you spend your effort, you spend your time. You want to be sure that you're doing something that's going to give you results. So the best way, I think, is just to give you a selection of quotes from students who have taken the course and the results that they said. For example, Patrick from Spain said, "Before, I felt blocked, and after this course, now I'm brave enough to try, even if I make mistakes." And you know that you don't have to speak perfect English to speak good English, but you do have to have confidence. Frédéric from France says, "Before I felt tension talking with people in English. Now I know how the conversation goes in different situations, so I feel more comfortable." This idea of being able to prepare a little bit, which you also saw with Ava and her story about successful small talk. Marie France in Côte d'Ivoire says, "Before this course, I wasn't confident in myself, but now I speak with more confidence, even when my grammar is not perfect." So I think you're seeing a pattern here. People are realizing that they don't have to be perfect to be good. Jean-Guillaume says, "I was skeptical about doing an online course for learning." This is a big concern for a lot of students. An online course, I'm not sure. But he said, "It really helped. My conversations are more fluid and I'm more confident when I speak." Anna, who's from Russia, she said that my life was changed thanks to this course. Now that's a huge change and I'm very flattered, to be honest. She says, "I got to know people from Spain, Italy, and more, and it's a course where you have no regrets about joining." So that's what other students have said. Now, maybe you have the question about speaking practice. So yes, there is speaking practice with the practice dialogues. There are 15 practice dialogues at the moment that you can access immediately. And of course, I'm adding more later this year. which means that you can practice speaking out loud, which is super important because you have to train your muscles, your face muscles, to, get the habit of, pronouncing the words and the phrases, and, to train the inside of your throat and your tongue to do the intonation. And then, of course, you also have corrections to evaluate your own conversation skills. However, if you want live practice, and corrections from a teacher and feedback on your performance and the opportunity to have a teacher who's there with you, join the Booster Pack, which includes 6 group lessons with a teacher, 3 months of conversation practice, live conversation practice. And if you want to know more about the Booster Pack, there is a separate video that answers all those questions, and I'll put the link below this video. So, about the level, this course is not for beginners. It's not for elementary level either. You really need a pre-intermediate level minimum because the course is designed for pre-intermediate, intermediate, and advanced levels. Now, the course is not just for one specific level because every level is going to get something different from the course. B1 pre-intermediate, you're just going to get, maybe some vocabulary that you didn't have or some grammar that you were a little hesitant with. Intermediate, you're going to get, those more advanced expressions that are, phrasal verbs, maybe some more advanced grammar, conversation techniques. And the advanced levels where you're going to really get the benefit is by not perfecting, but very much improving your ability to make and continue a good conversation in English. So every level has a different layer of learning, which means that you can continue learning with this course for quite a long time. Just to give you some more examples, pre-intermediate, like we said, you'll go from basic structures to more natural phrases, better transitions, more vocabulary. Intermediate, you're going to become comfortable with spontaneous conversations, reduce your blockages, reduce your hesitations. And for advanced, you're going to move into those more native sounding expressions, your complex structures, and those nuances of conversation in English. So, how do you know if you have the right level? Now, the best way is really to just try the course. You can try one of the sample lessons, one complete lesson from the course, with the link in the notes below the video. But also, if you want to try the full course, you can do that risk-free for 30 days. You join the course, you have 30 days to try it, everything. And if it's not right for you, you tell me, I return your money. It's that simple. How much time do you need for the course? I know that we're all super busy, and that's why the course is designed to fit your busy schedule. You can access the entire course anytime, like I said, for life. And, one activity in the course takes about 15 to 20 minutes to complete. And every lesson includes 4 to 5 activities. So that means that if you are regular, you don't need a lot of time, but you do need to be regular with it. You can finish 1 lesson per week. But if you need to go slower than that, that's fine. You can do that as well. You can also, watch the videos and listen to the audio on your phone or tablet. So while you are, on the bus to work or driving to work or you're out walking in the park, you can take the course with you. And really the idea when you join a course like this is you're making a commitment to yourself to changing your English. It doesn't have to be fast. You can take the time that you need. But the idea is that it becomes a project that you're invested in, that you are committed to. And it's not just something where you say, oh, I want to improve my English, but I'm too busy. No, this course makes it possible for you. Now, about the students who join the course. First of all, the students are fantastic because they are super motivated and they do the course and they get the results. More concretely, about 85% of the students are professionals who use this in their work, but a smaller percentage, about 15%, actually join the course to learn English for personal reasons. They want to become better at conversations. We've got students from all over the world, Brazil, France, Russia, Spain, Côte d'Ivoire, Hong Kong, lots of other countries, and in various professional fields. I mean, from, let's say, classic business fields like finance and human resources to maybe more exotic industries like dog training, flight attendants, the entertainment industry, even unemployed people who need English for, their future career, their future job, startup founders, etc. Now, some reasons why they joined this course. I'll just give you a few. So Fanny, who is in international film sales, she needed to improve the communication with her international team. Annie, in human resources, felt that she could understand written English at work, but she wasn't so good at social discussions in professional settings, and she wanted to solve that problem. Valerie, who's an executive assistant, she works in an international company, and she wanted to be more fluent with her English when she speaks, because that was her huge problem, was to speak. And then after joining the course and going through it, here's what they said. Fanny said thanks to the different formats, the audio, the video, the text, she remembered the lessons easily, and it was all very concrete. Annie felt that the course was very interesting for her job because it's exactly the subjects that she had difficulties with, and that has helped her to feel a lot better about herself. As for Valerie, she felt that, the way the course is organized, it was great because she doesn't have a lot of time. And I think a lot of you can relate to that problem. And, as I recommended, she did a little each day, even on the train, and she saw that she could really do it. And you can too. So, what's the price, concretely? You've got two options, the Essentials Pack or the Booster Pack. The Essentials Pack is completely online, so that you can go at your rhythm. It's accessible 24/7, and you have access to the course for life. Now, when we start updating the content and adding the new modules in November 2019, the price is going to be 249 euros because, we have to pay the teachers and pay myself also to take the time to create these, the content. So from now until Thursday, July 4th, the course is only 167 euros because you get access to the current course immediately, but you do have to wait to get those new modules. So we wanted to give you 40% off the future price. For the Booster Pack, now a reminder of what it is, it's the Essentials Pack, the online course, 3 months of conversation practice, live conversation practice, and 6 live small group lessons with a teacher where the teacher will take you through the lessons in the course so that you can practice, you can get feedback, corrections, and ask your questions. Now, for this one, registrations close on Thursday, July 4th, and you've got 2 payment options. There's the monthly payments. If you want to, spread it out over a few months, it's only 169 euros per month for 5 months. And if you want to save some money, you can actually do a single payment of 697 euros, and that's going to save 148 on the total price for you. Now, what's the difference between the paid course and the free lessons? With free lessons, you need to know what resources to use. You need to know where to find the resources that you need for, yourself at that moment, and you need to know how to organize yourself. And that's really the thing that stops a lot of people from progressing. When it's free, it's kind of like a buffet. It's, you've got all of these options, but you might miss the best, food or the best exercises or the best resources because you don't know where to look or find them. With the course, it's like having the chef come out and tell you, this is what you need to do to have the best experience. We have put together this menu or this program for you. We've put it in the order that you should enjoy it. You just have to do it. And then it becomes easier for you to make real progress because you're following a pedagogically solid, organized, structured program. So if we look, if we compare side by side the free lessons and the paid course, for example, the videos that you get every week, these are kind of short, quick, like nuggets. You will learn from them, but we don't have the time to go really in depth into the conversation, into the subject, because it's about 5 to 7 minutes. The subjects, they're not organized into a course. It's kind of, different, random, but useful subjects so that everyone can find something that's useful for them. It's for the big global community, which means that I can't take the time to answer all of your questions. There are, almost 400,000 people subscribed. I just don't have the time to answer everyone. However, in the Small Talk course, what you get is longer, in-depth lessons. You get that learning path that's going to make it easy and efficient for you to know that you're doing the right thing at the right time because it's a coherent program from start to finish. Also, there are not 300,000 or 400,000 people in this course, which means that I can help you and I can support you in this. You also get, more than just videos. You've got the dialogues, the scenarios, the transcripts, the audio, and you've got the speaking practice in different formats in both options. Now, maybe you live in a different country outside of the Eurozone. Don't worry, you can pay in any currency. Our system does the currency change automatically. Now, if you want to know the price in your currency, I suggest that you use the site xe.com, which is going to give you an approximate conversion rate. And, just to show you that you can be anywhere with a card in any currency, we have students, like I said, from Brazil, India, Russia, Vietnam, and just lots of other countries who are outside of the Eurozone. Now, what do you get? You get that learning path that makes it easy to improve even if you're busy. You're going to finally see a real change in your conversational fluency, and you're going to feel comfortable and not embarrassed about your English. And you're going to be learning, like the real business English that Americans use to socialize in their workplace, which means that you're going to build connections, you're going to do better work, you're going to have more opportunities because you are speaking that language that your colleagues speak. And you're going to feel more confident because you stop translating, you start thinking directly in English because we give you the expressions and the chunks, not just individual vocabulary words, and you don't have to search for your words so much. Now, the last day to join for the Essentials Pack, Thursday, July 4th, 2019, if you want that discounted price. For the Booster Pack, we close the enrollment on Thursday, July 4th, but then you can go ahead and start. We got some surprises lined up for you in the Booster Pack to allow you to start practicing right away, even though our lessons with the teacher will start in September. But we've got some surprises for you. So don't miss the opportunity, to get the discount, to get the live lessons, the conversation practice, those surprises. Thursday, July 4th is the final day. Now, what if you join and for some reason, you're like, this isn't my level, this is not what I thought it was going to be, whatever. Don't worry, you have a 30-day guarantee, which means that you have 1 complete month to try the course. If you don't like it, you send me an email, you let me know, and I return 100% of your money, no questions asked. But if you have some feedback that will help me to improve the course, I will be more than happy to have it. Like I said, we're updating the course between now and the end of the year, so any feedback only makes this course better. And if you have any other questions, if I didn't answer your question in this video, go ahead and put them in the comments, and I will be happy to help you decide if this course is for you. And otherwise, I'm really looking forward to see you in the course because I know how much it can transform students English. So go ahead and join at the address, which is on the screen, but also I'll put it in the notes below the video so you can just click and go. All right, you guys, thanks a lot, and I'll see you soon.